How's it going, guys, and welcome back to BL3's Forgotten, the series where I take a look at underused and not often talked about pieces of gear to determine whether or not they deserve to be remembered within the modern meta of the game or should be left behind and forgotten. And today we're taking a look at Pause Rifle. If you'd like to get Pause Rifle for yourself, you're going to want to fast travel over to the Splinterlands and make your way over to the Homestead where the Homestead missions take place. Specifically, the Homestead Part 3 is what gives you the Pause Rifle, but you must complete Homestead Part 1 and Part 2 before this quest unlocks. But all you've got to do is help Mom and Pa get Bessie up and running, and you will be rewarded with Pause Rifle. Once you've already completed the quest, you can then get Pause Rifle from the Iridian Fabricator, Crazy Earl's Veteran Rewards Vending Machine, or the Diamond Loot Room. Pause Rifle is a blue-rarity, unique Jacob's Assault Rifle, only able to roll in shock damage and having completely locked parts. Critical hits with Pause Rifle will ricochet 3 shock bullets towards nearby enemies. Pause Rifle is unfortunately unable to be anointed. Holy shit, I fucking love how this gun looks. It is a very clean, sleek design, and it makes it feel incredibly satisfying to shoot. I do really wish it didn't have the bayonet attachment, as I feel like that kind of ruins the silhouette a little bit, but that is literally my only complaint about the visual design, and on top of it looking visually cool, this is just a very neat gun from a very neat questline. It's also an Elemental Jacobs, and Elemental Jacobs just always feels incredibly unique and cool to me. That's a lot of praise for this gun, but I haven't talked about the damage, and I'm sure someone out there is going like, actually, this is an unanointed blue-rarity gun. Fuck. This is an unanointed blue-rarity gun. Surely it's fucking dog shit. Oh yeah? Well, look at it performing better than a shit ton of legendaries at True Guardian Takedown. Yeah, doesn't look too much like an unanointed blue-rarity gun now, does it? So fucking take that, voices in my head. But yeah, this is some incredibly solid damage, but again, incredibly solid damage for being an unanointed blue. Comparing it to actual more meta weapons, it definitely does start to fall short, but I mean, it's more than functional enough for it to be possible to use across the entirety of the game, and being good enough to have viable damage for at least true Molly 1 takedown. Now, as I often do with unanointable weapons, I did go ahead and anoint it to get some footage with, and once you slap that anointment on there, it actually starts to feel like a good gun. Like being comparable damage-wise to some actual good legendaries. Which, if the series has taught me anything, it's that not all uniques are bad in Borderlands 3, it just so happens that a lot of the good ones can't be anointed and a lot of the shit ones can. Now, of course, Pause Rifle is shock locked, and while normally I would say that elemental locks in BL3 are really easy to get around, again, this one can't be anointed. On top of that, it's shock, so a revolter doesn't help with elemental coverage, and so the only way to get another element out of this gun is with ASE elemental on your shield and or grenade, which does mean Amara has a bit of an upper hand with Pause Rifle against the other Vault Hunters, but that's only for coverage wise. I would say it by far felt the best on Zane and Mose, as those two are kind of just the best with these sorts of Jacobs weapons, the types that are kind of that midpoint between fire rate and damage. It is also incredibly nice with extra projectiles from things like Two Fang, Playing Dirty, and the Infernal Wish, as those 3 ricochet projectiles are unlisted, and therefore when you're firing 2 projectiles, you're actually getting 6. Up to even 9 ricochets if you have 2 sources of bonus projectiles. Overall though, the Pause Rifle isn't anything too crazy, but it is definitely a surprise at just how well it can hold up even without an anointment. It's a cool gun that's fun to use, it looks awesome, and you get it from a pretty fun questline. It's a really neat gun, I love using it, and the only things that I would change is I'd remove the bayonet and I would let it be anointed. But that's gonna about do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, definitely consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all that. I'll be live right after this video goes up right here on YouTube and also over on my Twitch channel, where there will be a link to down in the description below. And just under that is a link to my Discord server where you can come and join and hang out. But with that all being said, I hope to see you guys in the next one.